guys, today we're going to go over an overview of all of the Zoho apps that are part of the Zoho One. So I'm logged into Zoho One in here, and we'll be clicking on more apps in here. And we have divided them into 5-6 categories: sales and customer service, marketing, finance, project management, collaboration, and HR, and process and analytics. So we're going to go over really like a 1-minute overview of each one of them and highlight important features. So the first one will be the CRM. So the CRM generally is the bedrock of the system because it has the highest integrations, and it's really one of the oldest systems that Zoho built. So it's the most sophisticated system that Zoho has built, and then it has started adding all of the other apps. So if you're not familiar with what a CRM does, it really facilitates sales teams to get customers, nurture them, convert them into deals, sign those deals, and get them into recurring customers and manage those relationships ongoing. The core modules are usually the leads, the contacts, the accounts, and the deals, basically. So these are usually the core modules of the CRM. The second app that I have in here is Zoho Desk. Zoho Desk, it's primarily focused to manage customer service, and it's a ticket-based system. So people can send tickets from multiple channels, and they are capable of answering, creating articles to manage different relationships, having a chat on the website, and so forth. So Zoho Desk allows a business to manage their tickets. The third one that I have in here is Zoho Contracts. So Zoho Contract, it's a contract management app. So it can handle from the process of you trying to draft a contract with your lawyer to getting it approved, all of the collaborations, and even like if you send it to your clients and you have some big deals that the other side needs to negotiate and sign, all of that basically can get easily handled within the Zoho Contracts part. You can even build templates, and you can build addendums and so forth, so that you can ease the process of creating new contracts and so on. The next one is Zoho Sign. Many of you may be familiar with DocuSign, but this is the version of Zoho Sign. The Zoho Sign app is very simple. You click on Send for Signatures, you upload a document, and it will send it to 1, 2, or 3 people, and they will sign it digitally, and you'll get notified. And if you want to sign it yourself, you can just click on Sign Yourself if somebody had sent you a document, and you can basically upload that document and sign it yourself. The next app that I have in here is Zoho Bookings. Zoho Bookings, many of you may be familiar with Calendly. It's kind of a booking page that shows your availability to the world, and it's linked with a calendar. So if the other people, if you don't want to share a calendar, let's say your Google Calendar or your Zoho Calendar or your Outlook calendar with others, and they are trying to schedule something, you can just share this link and they will see your available times, and then they will enter and they will book an appointment. The next one that I want to show in here is Sales IQ. Sales IQ is a chatting platform. So basically, if there is a chat on the website, so for example, if we go to our website, we have a chat, and people can communicate with us through the website. So this little chat in here is from Sales IQ. So people enter their information and they start chatting with you, and your team would see all of the chats. They'd even be able to see live view of different visitors that may be on the page. The next one is Zoho Assist. Zoho Assist works like TeamViewer. So if you have a support team that needs to get access to somebody's computer and access it remotely, basically the user gives you permission, and then you're able to click on start now, or you can schedule a call, and they will basically give you access to their computer. You can fix whatever you need to fix on their computer. A similar service, you may be familiar with TeamViewer, so kind of that's what this one does. The next one is Sales Inbox. So Sales Inbox, it's a tool that is really helping sales team to divide the emails into 4 categories, into basically deals, contacts, and leads, stuff that are not in the CRM, and colleagues. So all of those are separated, and it also allows a person to basically review and keep track of the opens and clicks, unlike a regular like email provider where you need to install some sort of extension or some sort of capability for it to do it. This one does it by default. Now we go to the marketing side. So on the marketing end, Zoho has marketing automation. Marketing automation is a lead gen journey builder that allows you to, number one, keep all of your lead sources in one place, build forms, build landing pages, keep track of the traffic on your website, build sophisticated journeys to allow you to keep track of your leads, as well as nurture them and get them to convert a lot faster and in an automated fashion. You can also send campaigns, you can host webinars, you can send surveys, and you can set up SMS campaigns and social campaigns. You can even have marketing planner capabilities to put a plan together and see how that plan is against actual results, basically. The next one that we have in here is Zoho Commerce. Zoho Commerce, it's an e-commerce website builder. So basically, it allows you to add the products, to build your website through a drag and drop mechanism. And it allows you to basically publish it on the live world, so you can start selling products. And it all obviously has cart capabilities and keep tracking of the payments, basically. The next one that I have in here, it's Backstage. Backstage is a cool product in here that allows you to manage an event end to end. Basically, it will create a website for you. It will allow you to add an agenda. It will allow you to add speakers. It will allow you to add tickets. And with prices and without prices, you can manage sponsors. You can manage exhibitors and a booth plan. And then obviously you have a easy drag and drop website builder in here that it's used to handle the website mechanism. So this is kind of how a Zoho site website looks, and it has a different sections that you built in here. The next one that we have under the marketing section in here is a PageSense. So PageSense, it's a website tracking tool. Basically, it allows you to keep track of the movement of the fingers, basically. I mean, the clicks and where people are coming and what they are clicking and so forth. It allows you to see like a heat map, for example. And so this is an example of it where it allows you to see, hey, what areas are people clicking the most, and a scroll map, which would allow you like how much are people scrolling on what areas. And then it would allow you to basically even see attention maps on how much people are being focused in a particular area. So this is an example of it where you can see almost 100% of the visits are going, and then 97% are seeing down. And as you go down, you're able to see that less and less visits are in there. The next app is Zoho Social. So Zoho Social basically allows you to send posts to schedule posts and to publish posts on multiple social media platforms. So if you have multiple channels, you would be able to basically plug in all of those channels. And let's say whether you have a Facebook, whether you have Twitter, LinkedIn, all of them, you would plug all of those in for your brand. And then you'd be able to both publish on all of those channels at the same time. But on top of that, you'd be able to get information if somebody is commenting or if somebody is visiting or number of likes and so forth. You'd be able to see all of that in a consolidated fashion in one place, basically. The next app that we want to cover is Zoho Survey. And what you guys are going to see is that you're going to basically see that there are apps that are similar, but remember, each app has a use case for it. So Zoho Survey, it's similar to your Survey Monkey. You are able to basically build a survey with a few questions, basically, and then people would be able to make the selections. And then once people submit, Zoho will basically give you reporting in here based on the different answers that have been given. And you can download those reports and you can filter and see all of that information. So the next one, it's Zoho Forms. So Zoho Forms, unlike Zoho Survey, doesn't necessarily give you reports, but it basically does allow you a lot more flexibility for non-survey cases and perhaps like integrations, and you can build a bit more sophisticated forms. So both of those serve different niches. So surveys mostly for surveys versus forms is for any type of information collection suitable for that. Zoho Campaigns, similar to marketing automation, Zoho Campaigns is more niche and it's more directed to sending campaigns specifically, both email and SMS. It does allow a degree of automation and journey building through this automations tab, but it is mainly like a competitor of MailChimp and so forth, and it's primarily focused on campaigns. Zoho Sites is another website builder similar to Zoho Commerce. Zoho Sites, it's simply for sites and it's not for e-commerce purposes. So Zoho Sites allows you to build websites through drag and drop capabilities, basically. You have the elements, and you can add different kinds of elements. You drag them, boom, you plug them in here. Very simple to use. Now we're going to go to the finance section. The biggest one is going to be Zoho Books. So Zoho Books, it's similar to QuickBooks, and it's a full or zero, depending where you are at. It's a full-fledged accounting tool. So it allows you to add items that you sell, price lists. It allows you to add a bank and keep track of all of your bank transactions. And of course, customers, estimates, sales orders, retainers, invoices, payments, recurring invoices. And on the purchase side, add all of your vendors, keep track of all of your bills, purchase orders, and expenses, payments that you have made to vendors. And you can even create projects and keep track of project expenses and revenue. And you keep track of manual journals, chart of accounts, budgets, and more. There are a lot of pre-built reports in here to keep track of your inventory, P&L, sales, expenses, and so forth. The next one is going to be billing. So billing is a subscription tool that allows you to bill your customers and basically build products. So when you look at the product catalog, you can have multiple plans for a particular product that you sell. So the closest to kind of imagining this is a website that it's selling multiple based on subscription. It's a website that it's selling based on subscription model. And let's say that they are selling a software and they need to have multiple plans, like a professional plan and a gold plan and so forth. But each one of them has different prices. So you want to have a page that allows you to do that. So this is an example of this billing subscription. What it allows you to do is you can embed this in your website, and if there are different plans in here, you'd see 3 of these basically, and people would actually be able to see all of that. In the next one in here, it's an expense management tool in here. So this expense management tool allows you to keep track of the expenses. So if your employees have cards and you have given them cards and you need them to reconcile those transactions because they before they come to you and take screenshots of those expenses, you can do all of that in there, and then they'd all come as expenses to them, and then they put a report together after they have categorized everything, and they submit it, and then you approve it under the approval section. The next thing that we have in here, it's inventory. So similar to Zoho Books, inventory has capabilities of managing your inventory. You can manage the receives, you can manage the packages, the shipments, the sales returns, and so forth. The next one that's over here is Zoho Checkout. So if you need to create a page to quickly collect money, basically, you would quickly create a page. So let's say this is a fundraiser campaign. So you can quickly create a checkout page, and you can say, hey, they can decide to put any money they want. Is this a one-time or recurring? It's a one-time. And then you basically create this page. Now you can have people pay online, and you could collect this money easily. The next one that we have in here, it's the project management section. So Zoho has two tools. One is Zoho Projects, and another is Zoho Sprints. Zoho Projects is a full-fledged project management tool. It allows you to create a project, create tasks, create milestones. You have a Gantt chart view in here. You're able to add a description, add information, assign it to people, comment and collaborate with people, have subtasks, log hours, keep track of documents, put dependencies on different tasks so that you can see, and more. The next one that we have in here is the Zoho Sprint. So Zoho Sprint, it's a little bit different from Zoho Projects in the sense that it uses the sprint methodology. The way how it works is that once you create a project, then you keep adding items to the project backlog, right? So then you add multiple items. And then after you add those items, you can then, whenever you create a sprint that you want to actually work on, you can move those work items to the sprint, and then you start the sprint. So it's a different methodology of project management. And then you have a bunch of these tools, so we'll kind of go swiftly over these. So Zoho Click, it's a conversation, it's a chatting tool that it's used to collaborate within people inside an organization. So you can create channels, you can talk to different people, you can get automated messages. All of that is possible within Click. And the cool thing about this is that in every single Zoho app, 99% of them or 90% of them, you kind of get to see this chat right in the bottom of that. So you don't actually have to get outside the Zoho app to communicate with your team. And a lot of times you can even talk in relevant to a particular transaction or a particular task. You can kind of have a chat conversation, which is a cool thing. The next item that we have in here is Zoho Connect. So Zoho Connect, think of it as an intranet, or another way of saying it, it's like a social media for your team. People can start a conversation, they can ask a question, they can share an idea, they can make an announcement, they can share a social advocacy post, they can start a poll, they can create an event, forum, video conference, broadcast, or survey. So there's a lot of communication, and then they can go back and forth on the comments, similar to kind of a Facebook, but really for the organization level, a lot more secure and within the organization. The next item that we have in here is Zoho Mail, similar to Gmail and other platforms. It allows you to send emails and receive emails, basically. Worth it to say, a lot of people say it's a lot more secure and privacy-oriented. Zoho Meeting is similar to Zoom or Teams or Google Meeting. Allows you to meet now or schedule a meeting, and you can even do a webinar in here, basically. The next one is Zoho People. Zoho People, it's a full HR management tool. It allows you to give a self-service view to the people, to your employees, keep track of time off, PTO, keep track of time tracker, attendance, performance, files, organizational chart tree, organization tree, travel reimbursements, travel expenses, compensation, task announcement, LMS, onboarding, approvals, employee engagements, and more. The next one that we have in here, it's a recruiting, Zoho Recruit. Zoho Recruit, it's a recruitment tool that allows you to keep track of all of your job openings that you have, and then keep track of how many have been screened, how many have submitted their applications, how many are in the interview, how many you have offered, how many you have hired. It integrates with different tools like Indeed.com and so forth to get you candidates, and then you can even build tests and so forth to get them through the process and keep track of the interviews and keep track of how far you are from hiring that next candidate. The next one in here, it's Sheets. I'll open all three of them. These should be familiar to many of you. So Sheets, it's kind of an Excel sheet. Basically, it allows you to build files and so forth. Zoho Show, it's like a presentation similar to a PowerPoint for you who are familiar, or slides on Google. And Writer, it's similar to a Google Docs or Word. And this one is similar to Google Drive, where it allows you to basically create different folders. And after you create these different folders, you're able to add information on each folder. You get to upload files, import from different clouds, or upload folders, or even record on the spot. The thing that we have in here, it's analytics. Analytics, it's a powerful analytical tool that allows you to build dashboards that you get the data from anywhere in Zoho, and you can quickly drag and drop and build really nice dashboard. There are a lot of dashboards that are already pre-built, but if you really want something that is going to allow you to have metrics and so forth that are unique to your organization, you're kind of able to build your own by dragging and dropping and associating different fields. The next one is Zoho Creator. Zoho Creator, it's a app builder app. It allows you to quickly build an app through drag and drop, and then you can also build a report same way as well, basically, where you can see the records that were submitted. With that said, we'll end this session in here. We hope you guys enjoyed a quick breakdown of all of these Zoho apps. Of course, this doesn't do justice to the Zoho One platform. It is an incredible platform, and the value that it provides, it's amazing, especially for small businesses who cannot afford a full-fledged ERP system and its implementation costs. So this is a quick kind of overview. We're going to also start some overviews of each of the different apps, where we go a little bit deeper on each one of them and how they benefit the users and different industries. But for the time being, this should be sufficient. If you're already a Zoho user, or you're trying to make a decision and you need some assistance, or you need questions answered, you can either schedule an appointment with us if we provide free consultations at erphub.com, or you can ask the questions here on YouTube. Thank you very much.